So, our last session, we did, what did we do?
Back foot,
Like first session was back foot.
yeah, and then the second session was front foot leaning and driving.
Yeah, and playing against the as well. Now, at the end of that session, you said you wanted to work a bit on your cut shot, and you had a bit of trouble with it. Can you tell me a bit about that? What do you mean by trouble?
When I play my shot, after I play my shot, I back away into my stance.
So you physically back into a stance?
Yeah.
Okay, so you end up treading on them, that sort of thing. Right, so it's an awareness thing and where your position is that the issue? So actually playing the shot, do you have any problems with that, any issues with that?
Playing the shot, do fine with it, but just sometimes I chip it because I'll go back when I play the shot.
Yeah. So you tend to go up in the air? Okay, cool. That's fine. We can work on that today. So what I propose that we do is I've set the machine up. We'll start off by just throwing some balls up. We'll have a look and see how you're getting on. Okay, and then from that we'll have a chat. We'll try and work through a couple of drills to work on whatever we pick out from there. Okay, sound good? I'm assuming you haven't warmed up today. You've done no exercise at all. No. Okay, so do you want to grab your bat and just to get you moving a little bit in the right way? If you just stand in your position, you're about to press the ball. Okay. And now move to your position to play cut shot. Okay, and now from there, I just want you to roll your arms around like that, forward and back. So now just as if you're playing the shot. Okay. So waving it like Harry Potter. Magic wand. Nice and smooth like that, okay? Alright, so wrists nice and warm, feeling good? Ready to go? Body down and get the machine going and we'll see how we get on. Okay? Sweet. Alright. Don't worry about that. Well done. Well done. Last three. That's it. Just tell me a bit about that. How do you feel?
I played all the shots well.
Yeah.
Some just nicked.
Yeah.
Injured.
Injured bounce right. Do you think there's anything else that added to that, to the reason you nicked it? Anything at all? Bounce is one thing. You were getting to the ball quite well, I thought, actually. So the stuff we worked on in our first session, the back foot stuff, we were going back and across, you were doing that really well. To start with, you were a bit hesitant, going straight back, and then you really got right back and across. I'm thinking more about the way you hit the ball. Yeah, shoulder movement's all right. I'm thinking about the pace at which you hit the ball. I think a couple of times you try to really throw the kitchen sink at it. You really get this up. When you're just going back and across and timing the ball, it looks so good. You look in complete control. So the key aspects of the cut shot, first of all, your weight distribution. So go back and across and having your weight on that back foot, and then having control of the ball to go over to bring it down and play it to where you want it to be. So play it to the square of the wicket. Okay. And in order to get that, you can be playing nicely. Okay. So nicely, you're not trying to give everything. There'll be occasionally when you're in the perfect position, you can give it, but most of the time you're just trying to guide it. Okay, so we're going to work on that. What I'll do is I'm going to feed the balls from here. So I'll feed them underarm, and all I want you to do to start with is just get yourself in that position. Okay, so I'll just outside you and you'll be hitting the balls from there. Is that alright? Yeah. Well, grab your stuff. Yourself into position. That's good. Right, so I'm going to be aiming probably just over 6th stump, maybe 7th stump. And that's why I just want to be hitting it down into this area here. Okay, you ready? That's a bit wider than 6th stump, isn't it? Don't worry about it. Your back foot slightly further back across. You think all your weight's on that, most of your weight on that back foot, yeah? That was a bit low, well done, good control. Some of these will come a bit quicker than others, right? Well controlled. Good. Seamers, let's go seam. Good. Well controlled. Well controlled. Right, last two. Good. Alright. Come up. Yeah? Feel good? How many did we put up in the end? It wasn't many, was it, really? And those that we did, do you remember any? Higher up. So the ones lower down, you're able to use your back there when you're lower down. It's quite high. It's quite high. So when you're playing down, you'll put down on the ball there. Those that are slightly higher, sort of chest high up to shoulder high, you can head high. Your back's going high, and then where's it going? You think it's playing the ball here. Where's it go from there? You're still up. So you're almost playing back with the ball. So you are then almost forcing the ball to either carry on going up, or you're getting a little bit of top edge or pushing it up. Yeah. Okay. So I want you to work on now. We'll try and do exactly the same again. When you're in that position, ready to go, and you're going from there, and you're pulling down on the ball. Okay. So your weight's still here. You're in that position, and you're down on the ball. Okay. We've got some targets there. I'm actually going to bring that top one down a little bit. And what I want you to do is aim to hit underneath that. Okay. All right. Do you mind? Okay, so what I've done, between that, right, it's a square of the plane, it's a square of the wheel, just like the back of the square, and we want to go down, okay? So I'll vary the height again as well, so just so you can get so used to going up and down. Okay, you set? Yes. Back foot slightly further back across. That's it. Good lad. Good. 1-0. Whoop. Good. Whoop. Well done. Good.
Have some respect and stay in your crease, young man. Shift over smash.
Yeah, I was just checking your movement there. There's a bit of wafting around, a bit of bouncing. That was quite good, so try not to bounce too much. Good. Well lad. Good lad. Oh. Good. Last one. Good lad. Slow down, up you come. So, yeah, those high ones particularly early on, do you think that was a lot better? Yeah, they all pretty much went in that little gap. So you know you've got that little gap to aim for, and you'll get that on top. There was one at the end there, I think, I'd stopped you because you were sort of bouncing around a bit. You went back to the slightly up push, and after you pushed it up in the air and nicked it. So focus on getting above that, playing it right down. And then you'll be golden. Right? Let's try doing that again. We'll probably do maybe half bucket. Doing that, but we'll start in your normal stance, and then you'll be moving to that position. Okay. And then towards the end of that, we'll do 6 really quick fire. Okay, and then we'll see how you get on with that. Okay. Right. Are you set?
Yes.
Played well there. Well done. Good. Well done. Good lad. That balance is really good now. Well done. That's fine. You can definitely need those. Don't worry about playing them. Good. Well controlled. Well done. Right. I've got 6 left. Yeah. 6 left. These are going to be quick fire. So once you've got in your position, stay there. Bang, 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 bang. Okay? In fact, go in your position. Right, you ready? Good. That's all right. Go. How many of those went in that little gap and how many went into this one? 2. Alright. We'll work on that. That was good. So, did you feel a difference there now from going from your normal starting position and then getting back in the class? You feel a difference? Yeah.
Maybe play more on top of the wall.
Yeah. You were, yeah, definitely. So your back foot movement, actually, when you were a little bit tentative when I asked you to just stand in the position. You almost stood like that, and then you'll be reaching out here. Whereas when you were doing that movement from this position, you notice the difference from that to that. You're in much more control there. When it's over that foot, you can really get on top of anywhere from there. And you're playing down on the ball as well really well. So I was really happy with that. What we'll do now is we'll go back to the machine and we'll do a couple of buckets on the machine. And again, what we're looking to do is play underneath that yellow bit and between the 2 yellow poles.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's get these all split up and we'll do that. Good. That's one row. Like it. Good. Yeah, that's a good drive, that. Just move that ball for me, please. The one in the middle. That. Good. A little bit high, but that was better. Well controlled, that's fine. Left, good boy. Well watched. Good. Last three. It's all right. Yeah, it was quite hard. Do you feel in control? Was it deliberate to sort of... Well, I thought actually, from where I was stood, it looked like we were trying to control it there. Whereas what we could have done was actually, as we were before, we've gone up in the air somewhere over here. It looked like you've actually guided it down there, which I don't mind. It means you've adjusted it. It looks like you've adjusted it to deliberately play it down there. It was up in the air, but the chances of there being some you're talking maybe 3 or 4 steps right a tiny gut. As for the rest of it, how do you feel about that? In what way?
I did hit many balls up.
Yeah. Why was that? Top down? Yeah. So that was good. What else? The point I made earlier on as well. Not that one, different one. Just control. Power. I'm trying to hit everything. There was a noticeable difference. I don't know whether the camera's picked up this. There's a noticeable difference between some of your shots and others. So those where you're not in a perfect position, you're just guiding, whereas before you'd still hit and they'd probably go up in the air. Those that you know you're in the right position and you can do it. Do you feel, do you know when you're in that position that you can hit? Talking about that, what do you feel about that? How does that? I'm going to move you a bit closer to the camera so we can hear this. So explain that to me again. So we were just talking about the your positioning and the difference between when you're guiding the ball and when you really know you're in the right position to pretty much follow the kitchen sink up. Tell me about that. Tell me how you know you're in the right position.
That was when I was the right height to hit.
Yeah.
And it felt like I could extend my hands over it.
Yeah.
And pretty much hit over the ball.
Yeah. So what allows you to be able to do that? Getting in the getting in the right position. And what about that particularly do you think helps?
I know where the ball's going to go.
Yeah, oh, that definitely helps, knowing where the ball is, so without a doubt. There's one really key point. So if I'm in this position, okay, I know the ball's going to be there, but I'm here. Am I in the right position to really give it something? What about here? Yeah, why is that?
Right back. So,
yeah, what?
base.
Yeah. So I've got a solid base in there. So I'm in that position, I'm over the top of the ball, and I know it just feels right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know when you're there. Bang. So knowing how that feels and how that, and where you are with that, what we want to develop is a position where you're going to find that 9 times out of 10. Okay, so we're just going to keep working on that for a while. Okay, so we'll do another bucket. By the way, the bounce in this net is pretty, as you've noticed, is pretty dodgy. I remember you saying a few weeks ago that you, particularly with a cut shot, you struggle with a varying bounce. So we have deliberately chosen this net for that reason. Actually, I think you've controlled it quite well. So we'll do the same again, and we'll try and focus on getting in the right position to more of the balls as we can to be able to free up your arms. If you're not in the right position, still just guiding down there. Again, so trying to get that ball freed up, and again underneath that hole. Yeah, you good?
Good, well that's really well controlled that. That's what I mean about going over the top and playing the ball down. Exactly what I want to see. Oh, don't worry about that, it's gone down. Yes. Bit uppish. Yeah. Go. Good. Where's your weight for that one? Your body position, you were leaning back, weren't you? Rather than...
Talk me through that one. That one specifically. How did it feel? What was different about that than some of the other ones?
The good height, play over the ball.
Yeah, it was. What else? Yeah, body positioning. Yeah, your base was spot on. You were in the right position. Your head was over your knee. Your weight was over here, and well to play that shot. That was exactly what we want to see. That cut shot. So remember how that felt, and the way you played that, and that's how we're going to try and play all of our cut shots. Right. So one thing I haven't said is this: some of these are coming quite close to you. You can't cut a really close ball. The cut shot is when it's wide. So I'm not too worried about these ones. It's the ones we're playing up here that we're looking at today. You're actually playing some of them with a drive, and it's really nice to see that from our week one that you're still using over the top of that, and that's obviously ingrained itself in local months. Right, we'll carry on this bucket and then have a chat.
Oh, All right, let's see these late cuts then. So you're going behind the yellow, behind that one, yeah? Into that corner. Controlled. Good. That's a nice shot, that. Keep running it down that corner. Foot position was all wrong, that's it. Yeah, you know, don't you? That's all right.
So what, talk me through some of those.
I was in control of most of them.
Yep. So
just when I'm playing, I don't know when to play the late cut shot.
you don't know when?
Like late, yeah.
Okay.
Because sometimes I get them mixed up. Sometimes when it's close to my body, I play the cut shot. And sometimes when it's away from my body, try to play there. I just want to straight to
So it's a difference with this. So rather than having the control over the ball, it's a difference between the options that you have. Okay, so for me, that's about the game plan rather than your ability to execute the shots. Clearly, you have the ability to execute the shot. There are things we can tighten up to keep that control and maintain that control. But when you're deciding between the two, more often than not, it's the position of the game that the game's in. You talked before about trying to push the strike and running the ball down to third man just to get an extra run and rotate strikes, or punching at the end. It's just pushing for one. If there's no third man, no gully, no steps. It's a great option to have. I would focus on that and thinking about position of the field when you're actually out in the middle, seeing where the players are. If there's a massive expanse, play the late cut. If there's no one here, okay, or if there's someone slightly back, we play in front of if they're square. And it's just about controlling that. So you can make your mind up from that. I'll have a think about some. In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do is I'll tell you whether to hit between or behind. Okay, so between means obviously between those two. Behind. Okay. All right, so the late cut's behind between those two. Okay. There's one thing I would say about your wrist. There's a noticeable difference between the control you had over a couple of those late shots and some of the others. Okay. The ones you had complete control of. Which ones do you think you had complete control of?
one
Yeah. Okay. So what you've done is Is that? Yeah, is that right? So yeah, so here you're in that position there, and you've done that. Whereas those that you're not quite in control of, tell me about those, what do you think?
I'm trying to listen to the beat, so I'll go over something to keep
Yeah, and what does that does that have? What does that happens to the back when you do that? So what does that mean? How much of the bat is facing the ball? How much of the bat is going to be hitting the ball? How much? Is that about an inch, 2 inches? How much is that? A lot more on it. A lot more. So you have a habit of doing that. You've got no real control over it. Everything's a bit wafted. Whereas that, there's no way I'm going to lose control over it because I'm playing with my full face of the bat, a bit over the top of it there. And I've got every bit of control. It's almost an extension of this arm, back, rather than that. Okay? Let's do that well. So we'll do in front and behind. Okay? Or between and behind.
Okay, we'll start off between. Good lad. Between. Good. Between. Good lad. And again, between. Good. Those are really good. Behind. Good. Behind again. Good. Between. Whoops, didn't bounce. Ignore that one. Between. It's fine. Between. It's okay. Behind. Lad. Behind. Oh, well defended. You okay? Does that hit your hand? You'll be alright? Yeah. Sure? Behind. It's alright? Don't worry about that. Behind. Well controlled. I don't know why they're going tighter to you, it's strange. Behind again. That's alright, that's fine. Between. Why is that one? Yeah. Right, so yeah, exactly. Exactly. Good. That's fine. Behind. Good, well controlled. That's gone straight down. Well done. Behind. That's fine. Between. Good lad, that's a good shot. Between. Behind. Good. Between. Great shot. Right, this is the last one. I want you to give everything to this to hit between the two, yeah?
Tell me, how did that feel? How do you feel about changing between the two?
I kind of know like where to hit in front of the square and
Yeah.
kind of
You
behind
felt,
the square.
yeah, you felt the difference between the two? And it's about the game plan rather than just checking for a particular ball. So you've got the option to hit it behind or square, sometimes in front as well. If it's quite close to you, you can drive it back as well. So you've got that as a game plan. And actually, what we've done there is prove that you absolutely have the ability to choose between the two. It's just making sure we put into practice what we've practiced in our stability, our base, getting on top of the ball and playing the ball late in the soft hands. Okay, so well done. That was really good. Nice work. Okay, so we're gonna try that again, but we've added an extra one in. So we've got option 1, 2, and 3. So if I shout 1, it goes between the first set, 2 between the second set, 3 between the third set. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay?
Yeah, that's a full-blooded, I like that. 1 again. Confident start, I like it. 2. Yeah, good. Let's do 2 again. Whoop, don't worry about that. 2 again. Good. Let's go for 3. That go in? 3 again. Alright? 2. Good, that's really good control. 1. Don't worry about that. 1. Yeah, great hit. 1. That's fine. Was that 2? Yeah, it's good control though. 3. It's alright. It's good. 3. Good. 1. That was 2-ish. 1. Don't worry. 1. Yeah, that's been pulverized. 2. Whoa, that's nasty. You've done well not to hit that. 2. Good. 2. It's good, that's fine. 1. That's fine. 3. Quite wide, don't worry. 3. 3. Good control. 1. Good. 2. Good. 1. Oh, you leant back. 3.
So that was a lot harder. Did you? How did you feel about the playing in each of the different areas? Was
It's
that
between the 2 and the 1 I struggle with.
yeah?
The 1 I struggle with is like sometimes too hard.
Yeah.
I try to hit down there,
Yeah.
but it just goes off my bat and goes between 2 and 3.
Yeah. So in fairness, 1 is slightly in front of square. That's a lot harder to hit now. When you're playing a cut shot, realistically, you should be hitting square. That's why it's called a square cut. It goes square. That's slightly in front, so that should be harder. 2 and 3, I thought you played brilliantly well. 2 particularly, you controlled the ball well through. When you played a full-blooded cut shot through 1, it's still square, but you're just in that tiny little gap there. So you've got the ability to put in actually in 3 different gaps rather than 2 we tried before. So we'll do that again, just to keep you working on that and getting the feel of how it works. Well, in fairness, that's probably going to be the last bucket we do. So we'll do that, and then we'll wrap up. Top man.
Alright. Let's start with a 2. Try it, that's fine. Another 2. Yeah, how good did that feel? 3. Whoops. 3. Yeah, good. Try not to go too risky on that one. 3. Well controlled. Hey, you've got 2 runs out of that. 1. Good. It's quite tight. 1. Good. 2 again. Up in the air, that's out. 2. 3. 3. 1. 1. 2. Good. 2. Well, you controlled it well. 3. Right. 1. 1. It's all right. 2. Yeah, nice. We've got 3 left. Oh, hang on, no, we've got 6 left. 6. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. That's actually no. What we'll do, we'll go 1, 3, 2. So you finish on a 2. Yeah. 1. Okay, so 3, 2. Yeah, good. Same again. 1. That's fine. 3, 2.
How do you feel about that last one? That last bucket?
I think I played a little bit more control between 1 and 2.
Towards the end, do you still think you were controlled?
Towards the end, I did.
Yeah, I think you started leaning back a bit. You lost your shape a little bit. For me, that was quite noticeable stood up there. There were some really good ones to start with, absolutely, and some of the ones were absolutely superb, really good shots. You started to lose your, I think your pace, your stance, the right weighting. And when you did that, it was very noticeable. You started again. So that was probably a function. We've been here for an hour and a half. It's probably a function of your body slowing down. You know, you're knackered, you're tired. So it's probably a function of that. So it's good to know that now. So we need to work on your fitness and strength. For your age, you're obviously quite a tall lad, quite a strong lad, so it's probably not that, it's probably more of a mental thing, that towards the end of an innings, you might be more inclined to get the ball up in the air, so maybe we take that out of the innings towards the end, those little nudges down to which you have complete control of, rather than going for full-blown shots just because you're tired. But it's something to note and think about. We'll try again, we'll do the same sort of stuff with all our other aspects and what we're learning with our batting, so we can see how you react to it then. And see if that does change, it's a common thing, and then we can work on it. But it's something to note and think about. But otherwise, I think that was a really good session, a really good practice. Noticeable improvement. Yeah? You feel good about it? You feel it improved?
Yeah.
Sweet. See you next time, dude.
Yeah.
Well done.